I'm here with top-rated cable news host for 16 years running and New York Times best-selling author Bill O'Reilly. Bill, great to see you as always.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Bill, you've got two great pieces up on BillO'Reilly.com. One is of particular importance to me. Well, they both are. But a piece you did on MS-13, it's called How the Left Helps the Violent Gang, MS-13. As former NYPD, my entire family lives in Long Island, Nassau County, Long Island, which has become a hotbed of MS-13 activity. This concerns me. I spoke to Jeff Deal, Bill, who's running against Senator Elizabeth Warren in Massachusetts. He told me something that was chilling. In Massachusetts, ICE agents, federal agents, arrested 110 gang members, many of which were MS-13. And, Bill, they had enough fentanyl in their possession to kill half the population of the state of Massachusetts. So why is it that the left continues to coddle this gang?
It all has to do with the perception that the Democratic Party and liberal Americans are virtuous. That's where you start, all right? So they say, we're the party of inclusion, and we want the downtrodden all over the world to be included in the American dream. So therefore, we're not going to really put up any stringent barriers to people coming here illegally. And then you say, well, some of those people are drug dealers, murderers, rapists, and they go, but that's very few. More Americans commit those crimes than illegal aliens. I'm sure you've heard that argument. That's what Juan Williams will pop back at you.
Yeah.
Right. When you say, well, wait a minute, though. You know, American citizens, we have a crime problem here with them. But do we really want to add to it by accepting people we don't know what their backgrounds are? They're breaking the law by coming here, and you want to protect them in a sanctuary city or county? Does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. So it's basically a virtue play, and they're trying to send a message to Hispanic Americans, which the Democratic Party desperately needs, that we're with you and your brothers and sisters abroad who are suffering. So vote for us. It's politics, it's sociology, and it's largely a phony play.
Will this resonate, though, with Hispanic Americans, Bill? I think most fair-minded people, regardless of race, ethnicity, what have you, don't want to be affiliated with murderous gang members wearing face tattoos. I see this as a losing play for those in moderate and centrist Democrat districts, no?
It depends on how alert the Hispanic American voter is. So you can divide the country into two sections. The alert voters who follow the news and seek out commentary which they might not agree with, but they want to hear all sides, and the unalert voters who live in isolated worlds, spend a lot of their time on the machines, don't really watch news or read a newspaper. They pick up things from friends or whatever, all right, Entertainment Tonight. They hear celebrities say stuff. So it depends on how many alert voters there are in the Hispanic community. So I agree with you, Hispanic Americans aren't any different than white Americans or black Americans. They want stability. They want a chance to improve their lives. They don't want their children being shaken down by MS-13 members. All right, so that's universal.
Right.
But the messaging is very important, and so it's hard to say. Latest poll, 27% of Hispanic Americans think President Trump is doing a good job. That's a good number for him, but it's 27%.
Solid number, yeah.
So, yeah, so I mean, that's what you have to take into consideration.
All right, Bill, and yet another piece just out, hot off the presses, that you entitled "The Central American Migrant Caravan." We're seeing this caravan, estimates now put it from 5,000 to 7,000 strong. I just tweeted out a photo, an AP stock photo, of supporters of the caravan painting swastikas on American flags and then burning these flags. I'm seeing a lot of men, Bill, of military age, of gang age in this caravan. This is not, what I see doesn't comport with the left's narrative of downtrodden women and children. Yet again, you write in your piece, and I couldn't agree more, it seems like the left wants to see an altercation between our military and these migrants on the border the day before or the morning of Election Day. And these people, this is clearly organized. We don't know who's paying for them, but we can presume it might be some of the usual suspects, right? Soros and Tom Steyer and that crew. What's the end game here, though? This is not going to go well for Democrats. Americans don't want a horde of 7,000 people coming across, essentially rushing the border, do they?
Yeah, no, because then there would be a horde of 50,000 next time and 100,000 a time after that.
Right.
I mean, if the message is going to go out throughout the entire world that if you reach the U.S. border, you're in, because remember, there's a 3-year backlog, John, in hearing asylum cases. So you're here for 3 years before your case is even heard. And that's if you show up, because we don't have the resources to hunt down people who are supposed to come to a hearing and don't show up. So that's why we have 12 million illegal aliens currently running around the country. We can't find them, and we don't have the resources to find them. So the end game now is that these people have to walk 2,000 miles through Mexico, an environmental disaster. They have to eat. They have to use facilities. They have to drink. They're being escorted by a group called Pueblos Sin Fronteras, People Without Borders, and they're being heavily funded by American groups. It's not Honduras money, believe me. Now, we can't find out what the groups are because the Fronteras group is registered in Honduras and they don't require donor lists. So we're never going to know. But they'd love to, they being the people who are provoking this, have a confrontation between U.S. military and some migrant family. Now, there are reports that the cartel, the drug cartels, which also smuggle people, are also aiding this train. I don't know what's in it for them to do that. Those are the reports. I'd have to see more before I buy into that. For me, it's an ideological play that's designed to influence the upcoming midterms.
Bill, I want to talk about your book, shooting to the top of the New York Times bestseller list. But first, a quick question. I would think that President Trump's going to be talking a lot about this caravan and this big 100,000 RSVP'd already South Texas rally tonight, right?
Yep, going to be big tonight.
Yeah.
We'll lead with it tomorrow on BillO'Reilly.com. I'm sure Newsmax will lead with it, but it's going to be big tonight.
Yeah. Going to be big. All right, let's talk about Killing the SS. Last time we spoke, I told you I'd started the book. I'm almost finished with it. It's outstanding. Shot to the top of the New York Times bestseller list. What do you attribute that to, Bill, that success?
Newsmax.
Congratulations.
Newsmax. Newsmax made it number one. I think that people are looking for the Killing books. There are 19 million copies of the 8 Killing books. The SS is the 8th. 19 million in print. The most successful nonfiction book series of all time. And I'm humbled by that, and I mean it. I mean, there was a time when I figured I'll never get a book published. But now I think that the folks who read books know we deliver a very good product that's easy to read, and what you learn about evil is going to help you in your own life. You can really take what happened after the fall of Nazi Germany and apply it to America today in some ways. So we're real happy that the book is doing so well. We appreciate all the help Newsmax has given it. And I'm happy that you're reading the book too, John. Thank you.
Yeah, Bill, this applies to MS-13 as well, A Story of Good and Evil. And you can get all of Bill O'Reilly's great content at BillO'Reilly.com. Be sure to pick up a BillO'Reilly.com premium membership. And do not forget to pick up Killing the SS. It is a great read. You're going to absolutely enjoy it. Bill, it's always great to see you. Thanks for being here.
See you soon.